December 29th to December 30th, January 2nd, Happy New Year. Currently January 6th, January 7th, January 8th, January 16th. I've been sick for a few days. January 20th, January 21st, and January 22nd. Today is 1 month until I leave on my flight to Thailand, where I'll be backpacking for an indefinite amount of time. I don't know. And today, December 29th, is the day that I put in my notice at work. Both my jobs. I work 2 jobs, one part-time, one full-time. Today is also the day that my company may approve or deny my request to continue working remote, because I work remote right now, but continue to work remote while I'm abroad. If they don't approve me to work abroad, then I will put in my notice and that'll be that. I've reread this email and I don't think there are any more changes that I can make to it. I'm gonna send it. It's currently December 30th. It's 8:55 in the morning and I got a meeting invite for this afternoon for 30 minutes from 3 to 3:30 to discuss working abroad. I think after I sent the email, she just responded and was like, okay, we need to set some time aside because I have some questions before I go to HR. And that's what this conversation is gonna be, I guess. So my meeting starts in 12 minutes and I was gonna prepare and like write stuff down, but all I wrote was my departure date. Like I don't really know what to, so it didn't go terribly. It actually kind of went probably what I would have expected if I wasn't so fucking anxious. She did give her opinion, which is mainly what I wanted. I wanted her opinion on, do they think they're gonna approve this or are they not gonna approve it? And she said she doesn't think they're gonna approve it. Sucks, but that is expected. I'm definitely a strong believer in like, what's gonna happen is what's best. So if me not being able to keep this job is what's going to happen, then I strongly believe that's because better things are gonna come and I need to focus my like time and attention and energy towards being ready to receive whatever that is. Yeah, that's it. I'll give you guys an update when I have one next time. It's currently January 2nd. Happy New Year. It's finally the month that we actually leave this country. Anyways, I don't have an update regarding my work situation and seeing if they'll approve me to work abroad, but I do have an update. I have just submitted my Thai visa, multi-entry level whatever visa, and I'm extremely nervous because I've never done anything like this. Nobody in my family has ever done any visa applications like this. I'm just doing my best out here, but look at this. It's currently pending payment. So I have no idea what was going on earlier today. It's still January 2nd with the processing payment. I think they were having issues because it didn't actually go through, and it's afternoon now and I was fucking with it and I got it to submit. It took me like 3 different times to get it to like actually submit my payment, but payment is processed and now the application is also being processed. So let me show you guys. Right there it says pending payment is done, it's in processing, and pending document check. That is where I think we could go wrong, right there, that pending document check. I wanted to tell you guys, I actually also got a new card. We'll see when it comes in the mail. I got a Wise travel card because I heard that they were really well, really good with like the currency exchange rate. So one of the like more highly recommended cards, and that is something I definitely wanted to look into. I also wanted to, like, this is technically a debit card. The Wise debit card is for the currency transaction fees, whatever, but I was also wanting to look into like travel credit cards specifically so that I could see about like building points while I'm also traveling. I have a Discover credit card, so I do get like some cash back, but I wanted something that was better for travelers specifically. Anyways, yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes with that card, but probably not anytime soon unless anybody's curious. But I did specifically get a Wise debit card for this trip. It's currently January 6th at 2:16 and I just got back from my second job at the post office and I'm working my other job. That's what that was. Anyways, I just got back from my second job at the post office and I wanted to check my application for my visa and it moved, guys. We have progress. It went from pending document check to pending approval. So we will see. Let me show y'all. There it is. It went from pending document check over to pending approval. So I have an update. I have a couple updates. It's January 7th and I just got a work email. Let's start with some not so great things first. I just got an email from my work. We're waiting on them to see if they would approve me to continue to work remotely, but instead of here in the state, it would be abroad, and the email says that there is no way that they can make this work. I'm upset, but I'm not surprised, and I'm gonna just submit my resignation, my official resignation, and that'll be it. And I can move on mentally. It sucks. It really sucks because I obviously was really counting or hoping to continue to have income, pay my student loans, and put back for my 401k and retirement, things like that. But I think it's just time for me to move on in my life. I've been doing customer service since I was like 16, and I really want to move into either using my marketing degree or something in publishing, you know, maybe a combination. So I hope that me not being approved to work abroad is why that is. Like, maybe it's just opening me up for something else. Another downer, my visa application was canceled. Not even denied, it said canceled, which sucked because it went from like pending documentation check to pending approval, and then literally like a couple hours later it was like canceled because I didn't have the correct passport number. I should have looked this up. I literally looked up anything else that I was like concerned about, but there's a letter A at the beginning of my passport number and I didn't include that. The number was exactly the same, but I didn't include the letter A, and so it was canceled, and you don't get your refund. You don't get like a refund for your visa application fee. So yesterday I resubmitted my application, which makes the total for visa applications $400. There's so much you could spend $400 on when you're backpacking Southeast Asia. If it's canceled or denied another time, I can't justify spending more money on a visa application when I can just rework my plan. That is another downer. The only positive update, but it's still an update and it's still something positive, is that I renewed my license today and I didn't have any issues. Hopefully the next time I update you guys will be maybe more positive updates. I don't know, but we will see, and we will just continue on this journey, and I'm excited for what's ever next. Especially since we're not gonna have regular income. What the fuck are we gonna do, guys? Real quick, something that bothers me about not getting approved to work abroad is that it wasn't even like a conversation. My supervisor had a meeting with me to like get my ideas before she went to the people above her, and those people, like, it wasn't even a conversation with them. That's the shit that bothers me. Like, I've never met anybody above my boss's boss, basically. And it just, I don't know, I really, like, you didn't even want to have a conversation with me. I've been here 2+ years. I'm already working remotely. Like, I would have done like a trial run. I would have done a pay decrease. I would have done a probationary period. I would have like returned home after a month. Like, I would have done probably just about anything to be able to keep the job and like continue paying student loans and like all the things I've stated. But you have to have a conversation to be able to negotiate these types of things, and they didn't even want to have a conversation. And that, I hate that, and I hate people that are stuck in their ways. But I'm of course I'm not surprised. I'm just deeply disappointed. It's currently January 8th and my notice was just given to the rest of my team, and it is actually officially 2 weeks as of today till my last day. And I also got my exit interview, whatever that is. I've never had one of those requests from HR. So it's all in motion now. Like, it's actually happening. My position isn't currently posted yet, but like the company will get on that. But like, it's done. Work is done. Like, there's nothing left to do besides like my actual job for the next 2 weeks. But like, I can finally switch gears to other stuff. I started packing. Those are boxes. I currently live in my parents' house, and I'm actually like packing up my entire life because I don't want to come back home after this trip. The goal is to travel and work on writing my book, and then hopefully also find a job in publishing or marketing. Marketing is what I have my master's in. I got that in December of 2024. That's actually why I went on my trip to Japan in 2024, but that was my first solo trip abroad. But anyways, so that's just a little brief overview of like my plan to enter into a different career field into my 30s. But yeah, we're at the packing stage currently, and so I just put all of my books those are just a few that couldn't fit, and some that I'm reading right now. And I put the rest in here. 2 totes. That's all my books. Ah, it's crazy. And I think I'm gonna start doing some of my clothes here soon. I'm gonna probably put my clothes in my suitcases. My friend is gonna store all of my stuff at her house. And then hopefully when I get it all back, it will be because I'm moving into a new state or a new country. I do not want to come. I love my home state of Arkansas, but like, I think as a I need to grow as an individual and I need lived experience, and I need to find that not here. So anyways, just some little updates for you guys, but I will message you if I have any more. Why did I say it like that? So it's January 8th and I was just sitting here watching Mythical Kitchen. Brittany Broski eats Wiener Schnitzel for the first time, and I was like, I'm gonna check my Thai visa. I checked literally this morning and I was like, it's nothing, it's not gonna move, it's not gonna have moved. I got approved. Approved. January 16th. I've been sick for a few days, but I'm packing up some of my stuff and I'm moving my money over. I had it in this like travel container. It's open right now, but it was like a travel fund type thing, and I'm moving it all to this little baggie. So I don't know how much I have, and I'm definitely not going to cash it in today, but it's quite a bit of change. And then I have some bills from, I sold some stuff at Plato's, and then I sold some books to a bookstore. So I have just some cash here for my trip. I think it's probably close to $100, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know when I cash this in and let you know how much it is, but it's a lot. I forgot already how much cash I had. I just counted that and I completely forgot already. I think it was like 63 bucks, but currently January 20th, I think. January 19th, maybe. I don't know where my phone is, but I am still packing and I am about to load up my friend's boyfriend's truck with the remainder of some of my stuff, and she is going to be storing all of my stuff until I settle down wherever I'm gonna settle. So this is the stuff I'm still packing. I'll show you the stuff that they're taking with them today. All of this is stuff that I'm giving to my friend, except for this air mattress. This air mattress might be my bed one day whenever I like settle down, and because I don't have a mattress, this air mattress might be my bed. She's taking these blankets. This is all stuff for her. These are my pictures that she's keeping. I'll get those ones back. And then here's all of my other stuff. That's all of it. You get tents, clothes and suitcases, shoe trunk, and those are all my books. And then camping, all that. Yep. It's January 20th, 2:05 p.m. and I just got home from my last day at the USPS Postal Service. That was my part-time job that I've been doing for like 2 years, and I love that job. It was such a convenient job. It was only like 19 hours extra a week. It was right next to my house, so I just literally would walk over. It was 2 hours during the week, 6 hours on Saturday. Sundays were off for like 2+ ish years, I don't know. And I'm so happy to be done. But yeah, I don't want to show you my ugly picture, but all I have is this badge that I'm probably gonna trash, and I kept this pen. I think I'm gonna put it on my backpack for backpacking. I think it'll be a cute little reminder that I worked really hard to pay off debt to be able to do this. I thought it would be a little bit more emotional than this, but I'm just tired. I'm tired. I've been every day packing and organizing and sorting and planning and making checklists and crossing things off this list. And yesterday I went and got an oil change, and I'm just really tired. I thought I would be more like emotionally sad. And maybe I will be on Thursday because I still have my full-time job, and my last day for my full-time job is Thursday. It's currently Tuesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we have our, what's it called? We have a dinner or lunch, like a goodbye lunch for me and this other coworker that's also quitting around the same time, or at the same exact time. It's crazy. She put her notice in on the exact same day I did, but our going away thing is tomorrow, and my last day and exit interview is on Thursday, and then I will be a free woman. Well, I just realized I wasn't recording any of that. It's January 21st, and I'm currently on my way to my full-time job, farewell, lunch, whatever. And then I am also going to run by the bank to cash in my change. And we're gonna see how much I have. And then I also need to go pick up some windshield wipers because yesterday I got an oil change and like a cabin air filter change and that whole shebang. I want to make sure that since I'm leaving my car to be used by my parents for like long travel, since it gets the best gas mileage, I want to make sure that I give it to them in like great condition and that they'll return it to me in great condition with a new oil change and then, you know, the whole nine. So I gotta go get some new windshield wipers so I can replace that. But first is my farewell lunch at this job that I've hated for like 2 years, and I wonder if this is going to be emotional because so far I really haven't been too emotional, but this is like one of the last little pieces to fall. And tomorrow is my like exit interview, and then I'll be done. That's crazy. That's crazy. And tomorrow is actually 1 week from when I fly out. That's wild. Anyways, let's go. I don't want to be late to my own farewell lunch. Let's go see how much money this is. I'm guessing like $34. 35 maybe? See? Not including the cash, obviously. I will let you guys know how much it is. Take your guess, take your guess, take your guess. We were way off, guys. I don't know what y'all's guesses were, but I had $79. That's crazy. 79.33 I think is what it was. I said 34. So that was a nice surprise. That's literally more than I got at Plato's Closet because I sold a bunch of stuff. Like I used to sell clothes on Depop that my family would give me. My aunt had, I can't even go into it right now. If you're interested, I will. But I would sell some stuff on Depop that like I'd be given. And so I had totes on totes of like Depop clothes and my own stuff that I was gonna donate. And I went to Plato's first and I got 34 bucks I think from Plato's. So I had more change on me that I had than what was cash was given to me for like actual items. Anyways, I gotta go to my farewell party, but fucking $79, guys? That's crazy. Save your change. Save your change. That's how actually, like, that's honestly just a really good note in general for people who are interested in traveling. My first ever trip, like not to go into a super long story because I have to go, but my first ever trip when I was a senior in high school, I was a car hop and I paid for it all by myself, like the flights, all the food I ate, my accommodations, everything. And a big part of that was my car hop tips. Like we didn't make much. At that time, it was like minimum was $7.25 and we made like $6.25 because we were expected to make up the $1 extra in tips, and we did for the most part. I would convert all what I could into change, and that was a big chunk of my savings for my senior trip to Pensacola, Florida. I love Pensacola, Florida. I would love to go back. I have not been back, and I would love to go back. I've been to Gulf Shores, Alabama like 4 fucking times. Why not just go a little further and go to Pensacola? Anyways, yeah, save your fucking change, guys. It's crazy. The lunch is done. I have to go get windshield wipers, and then I'm gonna get a coffee and go home, and I have to finish packing today. I got the windshield wipers secured. Here's one, and here's two. $70 later. Don't we love car maintenance, guys? So yeah, $70. And I got to see my little brother because he works at this O'Reilly's for a little bit, just small amount of time I got to see him. But I'm gonna make him put these on when we get home. He was like, one of these guys can do it. He's like, or you can have me do it. And I was like, I'm gonna have you do it. What's the point of having a sibling or a brother in general if they're not gonna help you out with your car shit? What do you mean? No, I want you to do it. Good morning. It's currently January 22nd. I think it's like 7 something in the morning. 7:44, you can't see that, but Today's my last day at my full-time job. I have my exit interview at 3, I think. And I turn in all my equipment around the same time, and then I'm done. I wonder if this is gonna be emotional. I've been wondering that throughout this whole process because I was emotional there for a little bit in like the initial stages of everything when reality was like sitting in, but like it's been kind of just whatever. I'm sure that's gonna change, but I loaded my car down yesterday. I have a few more things to take down, but my packing is basically done at this point. It's crazy. My dog is probably so confused at what's been happening. I have a Shih Tzu and her name's Kadara, and she's staying at my parents' house while I'm traveling, but she's probably so confused. Whenever we move, like wherever we move and wherever we live after my backpacking trip, she's coming with me. Maybe not initially, but hopefully eventually when things settle down. But everything is changing, and I think that's the emotional part of it, is that like I'm not just like going on a vacation. Like I'm quitting my job to travel for 6 months, living off of like my retirement and coming back and like switching career fields basically. Like it's all, and hoping that I can find a job in the new career field in someplace that's not Arkansas, where I've lived my entire life. Anyways, I don't want to ramble too much. I'm just giving you guys an update that today is my last day at my job. I already packed my robe, so I had to put on this like big giant thing from Halloween because I'm cold. It's cold. We have a snowstorm coming in, which is just like perfect. I'm about to be in tropical weather for like months, and so yeah, it's only fitting that the snowstorm is like here before I go. Yeah. The last of my stuff is being packed away. My bedding. It's currently 12:16 and I'm getting ready for my exit interview. I'm gonna be brutally honest. There's some questions on the back that's like, why are you leaving your current position? I don't know. We wouldn't negotiate. Do you think you adequately equipped to do your job well? I think I was. I was there for a few years. I don't think I'd be there for a few years if I wasn't. What did you dislike most about your job? Do we have time? We only have 3 lines here. I'm also really bothered by the fact that these questions, I don't know if you guys can see it, they like capitalized everything. Look at that. Why did you do that? I don't like that. I'm gonna fill this out and then it'll be almost time to go. And I'm having phone issues. Yippee, guys. I'm having phone issues. I don't know what happened, but I pressed a button and all of a sudden my phone doesn't want to work. I'm trying to reactivate my SIM. I don't know. I'm on my parents' phone plan. I shouldn't have any issues, but apparently I do, so I'm gonna go into town a little bit early and try to figure out what the fuck's going on. Joy, but almost done. Closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. It's not time for my exit interview yet, but I just have to show you guys. I stopped at my all-time favorite food truck. I used to come here all the time when I worked like in office. Te Quiero Leo's. If you're in Northwest Arkansas, it's the food trucks by the Fayetteville Lake, and I always get the steak fries extra pico. Guys, I don't want to drop this shit. Yeah. I'm sitting in the parking lot of my job about to go turn in all my computer and equipment and stuff. I just want to show you guys the wallpaper that was saved on my computer and my screensaver, because it's just very indicative of like where I'm at right now with my life and my journey. My screensaver is this. This is Japan. This says konbini. It's just like a convenience store. Yeah, I ended up going to Japan in November, and this is my wallpaper. This is a street market in Thailand, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what street market, but it's just like an overhead shot. And this has been my screensaver for a really long time. I don't even know how long. I'm sure I could look at the files and see how long they've been saved, but yeah. I love to travel, and it's all I've been like wanted to do for a really long time, so I'm so excited to be able to finally get to do it. I just have to get through a couple more things before then. Exit interview is complete, guys, and I feel good because I was really nervous. I had written like my true thoughts about, you know, leaving this job, and I had written those down, and I was like, you know what, let's just not, it's a little too harsh. I don't know. But I ran them by my best friend, and she was like, no, like everything is true. It's not too harsh. Send it. So I did. Obviously I don't think anything is gonna happen, but I just wish that I could have had like some negotiation with this company because I had been here for a few years and I thought them being like, quote, small business, that's what they say, they're very family oriented, that it would be at least a conversation, but it wasn't. And so I'm really sad about that, but it's on to bigger and better things. And the interview was really quick. And yeah, I'm done. I got my glasses fixed. So now I have 2 glasses to take on my trip. That was one thing that I wasn't like actually thinking about to do, and then it like came to me last minute. And this one, a screw had popped out, so a lens was just like hanging about, and I got it fixed. So now I will have 2 glasses that I can take with me, which is just like a lot more reassuring because these lenses pop out really, really easily. But yeah, I'm done with my errands for today. I'm gonna go hang out with my best friend. We have a storm coming through this weekend, and I don't know if I'm gonna stay the entire weekend. The plan was to stay the entire weekend, but we'll see. And then I will come home and finish packing. At home, since I have all my like actual stuff with me, everything at home should just be the stuff that I'm taking on my backpacking trip. It shouldn't be anything crazy. So I'm gonna have to figure out, make sure everything fits, and get that ready and like clean up my room because my older brother is moving into the room after I leave. But yeah, I think that might be it for this video. I hope you guys stick around for the journey. It's 6 months backpacking Southeast Asia, and then I hope to do Europe in the fall. I don't have anything set. I don't have anything planned. I have 1 month planned. That's it for this entire excursion. I'm gonna be spending a month at the beach for my 30th birthday, and that is the next time you guys see me, I will probably be at the beach. You will probably be seeing the travel that goes into that. So stick around if you guys are curious about what my life is going to look like in the next 6 months, what my life looks like as I pursue my dreams of writing a book and changing career paths to be in marketing or publishing. If any of that interests you, please stick around. And if you have any recommendations, travel recommendations, reading recommendations, potential employment opportunity recommendations, like let me know in the comments below, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Ah!